what on earth are we doing here at school on a Saturday morning? Now, have you noticed any differences in your child? Have they been talking about the 7 habits? Have you heard certain phrases coming through? And was it also just maybe a sense of interest of what are we doing now that no other school in South Africa is doing at all in the moment? But when you take a look at the world map, we see that it's happening all over the world. The beauty of a Leader in Me system is that the focus is on the child, but not only on academics, but getting our children to adapt to a new world, to the 21st century, to a global economy. You see, the Leader in Me started in America with a very specific school, A.B. Combs. And their principal, Muriel Summers, went to the community. They spoke to the parents, they spoke to the learners, they spoke to the teachers, and they also went through to the businesses. And they asked everyone, what do you need, what do you want from a school? And the answers are quite interesting. For the parents, most of the parents said it's not about academics. We accept that as a standard. What we want is that our kids can cope in the 21st century. We want them to be able to make something of themselves with the least opportunities. I think even more so in South Africa. The teachers had a straightforward answer. They said, the impact that our old teachers made on us, the way they changed our lives, we want to have that impact on our pupils. We want to change their lives. And the business leaders in the community said quite an interesting thing. They're looking for character. They're looking for basic life skills. There are people that they employ that cost the company thousands, if not millions, because of punctuality, honesty, integrity, and commitment. And the moment you hire someone and that person is actually causing trouble for your business, it becomes a mission to either change that person, re-educate them with small basic things, or to get rid of them. So that's what they were looking for. So Muriel Summers realized that all of these factors have one thing in common, and that is leadership. It came down to a leadership aspect. And a few months before this happened in her life, she went to a 7 Habits seminar, and she listened to the 7 Habits, and she spoke to Stephen R. Covey. And she asked him that evening, is it possible to take these habits, which are basically for businessmen, and just use it on high school pupils? And he said, I can't see why not. So they started at A.B. Combs with a new magnet theme, and the theme was leadership. And they decided to use a ubiquitous system, meaning that they won't bring it in slowly only for the teachers or only for the community or the parents or only for the kids. An overall full-rounded system, all the grades, all the learners, it will go full scale. And like Mr. Koopman said, the focus was that not every learner can be a CEO, and not every learner will become president. But every human being needs to be a leader in his or her life. You will become a parent. You will become a businessman. You will be a member in the community. And more than that, you need to govern, you need to rule your own life with responsibility, character, integrity, and be an example to the people that you leave behind. And I think that's why we're here today. We have children, and we need to set that example so that they can follow in our footsteps. So let's take a look at habit 1 on the cover of a diary. Now all our kids received this. We want them to begin with an end in mind, to have a goal and to shoot for it. Habit 1, be proactive. I am a responsible person. I take initiative, I choose my actions, attitudes, and moods. I do not blame others for my wrong actions. I do the right thing without being asked, even when no one is looking. I'm going to give us 5 minutes, and in your group, on that page, just jot down a couple of ideas of how we can teach our children to be more proactive. What can we do at home? I think that's an important point. Be mature enough to tell your 4-year-old child, I've messed up. And if I can mess up, you can mess up as well. But it's not the end of the world. We can move forward on this. Habit 2, begin with the end in mind. I plan ahead and set goals. I do things that have meaning and make a difference. I am an important part of my classroom and contribute to my school's mission and vision. I look for ways to be a good citizen.
Now we've said well, the teaching, and the old adage goes, failing to plan is planning
To fail. Oh, that is such an accurate one. Give it a round. Failing to plan is planning to fail. Quite a good one. So we only have time left for one more habit. And I'll be honest with you, we have think win-win, seek to understand, synergize, sharpen the saw. They're all brilliant habits. But I'm going to pull ranks here. I'm going to go with my favorite one and also the last one. Sharpen the saw. I take care of my body by eating right, exercising, and getting enough sleep. I learn in lots of ways and lots of places, not just at school for the brain, but I spend time with my family and friends, the heart. I take time to find meaningful ways to help people, my soul. Balance is better. So what can we do to sharpen ourselves, to be relaxed, and to be honest, the moment you're more relaxed, you become a better parent, because actually your temper is not that short anymore. All right? So, 3 minutes, last one, and then we'll hand over to Mr. Koopman to end the day for us.
We should realize that we are a unit. Being at the technical school here, there's some components that makes the unit operating. And if there is disturbances in the components, that unit either is going to break down or it's not become recoverable. And we at best are trying to, let's say, save our unit, and we've got to make assessments, and then we've got to correct on that assessments instead of trying to withhold where we went wrong, where our child wrong. Many times we look at where our child is doing wrong, and we don't do the assessment on our side. And we don't give that opportunity to the child to show that assessment they've made on us.
Because they do it, they just don't share it. So, you guys had a good time? You enjoyed this? Brilliant. And speaking on that note of becoming a unit, we are on Facebook. Please go check it out. There are so many sources there, so many ideas, and you will also be on Facebook now after today. A video will be made. So please go check it out. And then I think we need to say thank you to Mr. Koopman for taking the helm, organizing today. I think this was truly a very fruitful session. Thank you, sir.